hell is going on?
Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. L Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and if you want to continue seeing more. I have to apologise to begin with as I have had power issues. That's why the episode is so late today. So, what am I bringing you today? Well, Canberra Raiders have confirmed the new signing of Danny Levi to the club as he joins on from Huddersfield after his release. Levi has left England after a World Cup and also a year with Huddersfield Giants where he appeared in the Challenge Cup final at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and now moves down to the Green Machine in Canberra to replace outgoing halfback Josh Hodgson, who has moved on to Parramatta Eels for 2023. The Samoa and New Zealand international has joined the Raiders on a 2-year deal for 2023 and 2024, and the 25-year-old hooker has played 112 NRL games for Newcastle, Manly and Brisbane, along with 20 matches in the Super League in the 2022 season. Raiders CEO Don Furner has said Levi's addition to the squad provides the club with an experienced player in an important position. We're really pleased to secure Danny Levi for the next 2 seasons with his experience and skill at hooker, providing us with another quality player in that position in the NRL squad. Levi had played 4 games during the Rugby League World Cup, and this was before he had to withdraw due to family issues. He had 12 months remaining on his 2-year deal he had signed with Huddersfield back in 2021, but was given the green light to to leave the club and return home early as a favour to the young man. Canberra were mooted as Levi's potential destination at the time, and the move has now been confirmed by the Australian club. He will now compete with Tom Starling, Zach Wolford and Adrian Trevelyan for a place in Ricky Stewart's starting 17. At the time of his departure, it was the statement from General Managing Director Richard Thulis, which said that Danny Levi had been in dialogue with Ian Watson regarding the possible options next year in the NRL for him over the past few months, and whilst we were very keen for him to stay, it would be unfair given the circumstances which have now cropped up. Danny can leave with our very best wishes and return down under after his World Cup commitments, with hopefully great memories of his time here as a Giant. It's definitely a blow for Huddersfield Giants to lose a player of his ability from the squad, but at the end of the day, if a player's unhappy, there have to be accommodations made. We'll have to see what happens with Nathan Peats at Huddersfield as a replacement, but with the competition at the Canberra Raiders, it's going to be a difficult journey for Danny Levi, but I'm sure it's one that he'll relish and back himself to do well with. I hope that the family issues are all clear now, but for the meantime, let's hope Rugby League is at the forefront of Levi's aims and thoughts for 2023. Next, we come to a story that has been prominent down in Australia involving the mother of Brisbane Broncos star Payne Haas, as there was a road traffic accident where she was the only survivor out of 4 people in the incident. Payne Haas has been granted leave from the club, extended leave, as the team were due back this week to start their training regime. Payne Haas has been given until the 16th of January as additional leave while this incident is being investigated by the police. Uiata Joan Tuafua who's 46-year-old and the mum of the Brisbane Broncos star, remains in hospital with multiple fractures, internal injuries and bruised lungs after the horrific two-car collision in Bonagin on Gold Coast hinterland on Friday the 30th of December 2022. The incident, all alleged at this point, had her driving one vehicle while the occupants of the other vehicle, 3 occupants of the other vehicle, had died at the scene due to the collision. The club's decision to give extended leave came before the decision from police to charge his mother to Afua with 3 counts of manslaughter after the head-on crash. Should I say? She was also charged with dangerous operation of a motor vehicle, evading police, and driving without a license. On Monday, Detective Senior Sergeant Mike Proctor said the police would further allege Tuafua's vehicle was driven in an extremely dangerous manner on the wrong side of the road and at high speed. Haas is coming off a stellar season and was the only Bronco player to be selected in the Daily Team of the Year. In what has been a stellar year for the forward. There has been no comment from Haas due to the incident, as definitely reeling from the incident that may see his mum be put in prison and sentenced to a prison term, which is obviously a traumatic time for anyone in anyone's life if this happened to them. She was initially put under police guard in the hospital before being transferred to the Southport Watch House last week. The matter was mentioned in the Southport Magistrate Court on this morning, but she did not appear personally. After initially submitting a bail application, Miss Tuafua's solicitor Lee Johnson said she would not continue with the bail application and asked for the matter to be adjourned for a committal mention later this year. Police prosecutor Sergeant Karen Fredericks told the court delays were expected regarding the forensics of the scene. Miss Tuafua remains behind bars until the next court mention on March the 9th. Outside court, Miss Johnson said her client was doing as well as can be expected and recovering from a broken arm and broken shoulder. She just misses her family, Miss Johnson said. The Broncos went on to release a small statement. Broncos forward Payne Haas has been granted personal leave from the club. While the NRL squad returns to pre-season this week, Payne will rejoin the team at training on January 16th. The police and the family of the victims in the other car in the crash, Susan Zimmer, 70 years old, her partner Chris Fawcett, 79 years old, and Miss Zimmer's daughter Stephanie at Bonagin passed away. And this is a very, very sad moment for their friends and family, and I wish them so much love and hope for solace in the future, however that may come. There was one daughter who didn't travel who was dismayed by the incident, and I wish Claudine Snow all my sympathies with this. Hopefully she can move past the anguish that she's definitely feeling. Find a smile and the good times at the end. No, that's a long way down the road. Hopefully it will come sooner rather than later. And finally we come to the news that Bradford Bulls have been handed a massive blow to their preparations for 2023, as one of their newest signings has decided not to join up with the club. It is said that Dalton Desmond-Walker has left the club to return to Australia after the forward had spent 3 years with Keighley, winning promotion to the Championship in 2022. He joined Bradford on a dual registration during the last campaign, featuring for the reserve side as well as a World Cup warm-up fixture against Greece. He made the move to Bradford recently, but on the 30th of December, after some thought and second guessing, I would say, he has decided to return to Australia to pursue other avenues. Desmond-Walker first featured for West Wales Raiders in League One before linking up with Keighley. He shared his decision to return home via social media earlier this week. Desmond-Walker, here in his traditional League One garb, said, January 8th, 2017, Wales, to December 28th, 2022, Manchester. 1,815 days away from Sydney, Australia, and 5 rugby league seasons in League One. I got to play for a few clubs here. I visit countless European cities and made memories I'll cherish forever. I've won a trophy here, and I've played international footy here, and explored almost every part of the UK. It might be strange, but I'm leaving the UK as I arrived, alone and in a hotel with a suitcase, and not really sure on the next 1,815 days ahead. I left home at 24 and called Great Britain my home until now, as a 29-year-old. Thank you. I love you. Goodbye. His former club Keighley Cougars responded to the post by saying, everyone at the Keighley Cougars would like to wish Dalton Desmond-Walker all the best after he made the decision to return home to Australia. Thank you for your contributions during 3 years. You were with us at Cougar Park, Dalton. The big forward seems to be popular with every club that he's been with. May have only stayed a year at West Wales Raiders, but they liked him enough and saw a quality in him to allow him to move on to a more, shall we say, higher level club in Keighley Cougars. And it's shown in 2022 as they went through the entire season unbeaten with him part of the squad. He may have played in the lower echelons of the professional game, but there is something about him. Big, tough forward that Bradford wanted to come along and take under their new regime and the way that they're looking in the forward pack. Plus, they had him on loan last year, so he played more games with Bradford. Let's see what happens next for Desmond-Walker. But good luck in Australia, you. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, as well as clicking on that notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way in the near future. Tell me what your thoughts are on this episode in the comment section below. I know it's a bit late, but we can't do anything about energy when it stops. I had to get a workman out. It was quite professional, so thank you very much for him. And we got it all done. Plus, I had to take a day off. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share this video worldwide. I'll wish you all the best. So please stay safe. I'll see you in the next episode.